This is our target structure. Next. To the left is the base frame, to the right is the target structure. We want to enhance this base frame into the target structure. Steps. 1. Add supports. 2. Remove 2 columns and 3. Add 2 braces. Assign member properties along the way. Now, let's load the base frame. Click at the FB icon. Open File, Samples, Frame, 2df_08j_DuctCover, DuctCover_G0. Click number 2, Geometry, and we are in 2D Graphic Editor. Because this is a simple structure, let's change the resolution from 800 to 600 pixels. Let's reposition and resize the 2D Geometry Editor's screen. Resolution is the zoom option of our graphic editor. For complicated model, use higher number of pixels. For example, change the resolution from 600 to 1000 pixels. You can see that the drawing has been brown up. Let's change it back to 600. If possible, always assign supports first. Click to select the hinge icon from the action buttons. Use this hinge cursor to click and assign supports. Hinge 1, Hinge 2. It's easier to read the structure orientation when supports are displayed, especially when viewing a complicated 3D frame from a point from space. Click the arrow to change the cursor back to arrow. Next, let's remove 2 redundant inner columns. Use the arrow to tag the middle 2 columns, column 1, column 2, their color turns red. It means these 2 columns are tagged. If you use the arrow cursor to tag at a red member, its color will be blue. Tagged members are in red and untagged members are in blue. This is the way to change the selection status of a member. Let's tag it back to be selected, red. Now, right-click and select Member Commands, Remove. The selected columns are gone. If you change your mind, click at the blue Undo button. These 2 removed members are back. Click at the blue Redo button, they are gone. It is okay to change your mind and undo your actions. However, the Undo and Redo buttons only goes as far as the last saved configuration. Once saved, the Undo, Redo actions are reset. Next, we want to add 2 braces. Before connecting these 2 new braces, let's tag columns and assign section and material properties. Our columns are made of a 36 steel, W10 by 33. Let's display the member numbers. Click the eye icon of the action buttons. On its drop-down menu, check the member number box. The member number is now displayed. The columns are numbers 4 and 7. Tag the columns, column 4, column 7. Right-click and select Member Command, Assign Properties. This is the Member Commands, Assign Properties page. At the top is the list of tagged members. Here, members 4 and 7 are listed. To assign properties to members 4 and 7. Step 1, select 836 and click the blue Assign Material button. Step 2, there are 2 section libraries. To the left is the customized section library. These are the sections defined by the customers. To the right is the standard AISC library. Let's select W10 by 33 from AISC library. Then, click Assign Section. Step 3, look to the picture to the right. The beta angle of our columns is 0 degree, which is the default. So leave it blank. Look to the right, a picture of beta angles equal to 0 is displayed. For 2D frame, if the beta angle is 0 degree, it means the major bending moment of inertia is used in the calculation. If there is value in the beta angle, it is interpolated as beta equals 90 degree. 90 degree beta angle indicates that the minor bending moment of inertia is used in the calculation. We are done with assigning column properties. While member 4 and 7 are still tagged, let's split them to create new joints, to attach braces. Click at the tab page Split Members. This is Member Commands, Split dialog. At the top, members 4 and 7 are tagged. Frame Builder also reports the length of the first tagged member, member 4. Its length is 264. On step number 1, check the second option to manually define the length of the first piece after member split. It is 198. Step number 2, click the blue split button. We are back to the 2D graphic editor and each of the two columns are splitted into two. Now we can connect two braces from columns to roof. First, let's display the joint numbers. Click at the eye icon of the action buttons and a drop-down menu appears. Check the joint number box and joint numbers are displayed. Before we do any other action, let's click at the blue X icon of the action buttons to untag all the tagged elements. Nothing is tagged now. Click the M+ icon at the middle of the action buttons. The cursor turns into M+. Use the M+ cursor, click at joint 9, then 6. New member 12 is connected and tagged. Then, click at joint 10 and 7. New member 13 is connected and tagged. The braces are made of 836 steel, AISC member. It is 2 angles back to back. Size 2.5 inch by 1.5 inch with 1/4 inch thickness. While these two new braces tagged, let's right-click and select Member Commands, Assign Properties. At the top is the list of tagged members. Members 12 and 13. To assign properties. Step number 1, select 836 and click the blue Assign Material button. Step number 2, select double angles 2.5 inch by 1.5 inch with 1/4 inch thickness from AISC library. 2.5 inch by 1.5 inch. 1/4 inch thickness. Done. Next, click Assign Section. These two braces are pin connected at both ends. Let's define that. Look at the name of the tab page. Current one is in blue, named Property. Click at Tab Page and Connection to open Member, Connection Page. At the top, members 12 and 13 are tagged. Step number 1, select Pinned at both ends. Step number 2, click at the blue Define Connections. We are back to the 2D graphic editor. You can see braces are pin connected at both ends. To the right of the action buttons, there is a blue check icon. Click at it. It displays a list of violating elements. In it, members 1, 2, 3, material situation property not defined. This button checks the completeness of the model. If any property is not defined, it displays it. Members 1, 2, and 3 are roof members and air properties are not defined. Let's fix it. First select roof beams. Click the blue X button located at the left of the action buttons to untag all. Then, click the blue T icon and check the box Tag Member, horizontal to tag roof members. They are tagged. Now right-click and select Member Commands, Assign Properties. At the top members 1, 2, and 3 are tagged. Step number 1, select 836 steel, and click the blue Assign Material button. Step number 2, select W10 by 22 from AISC library. Then, click Assign Section. Section and material properties of roof members are defined. Click blue 2D graphic editor tab page at the top, then, click the blue check button again. This time, it says, Model is completed. A member connects two joints, from starting joint to ending joint. Because the local coordinate of a member is measured from the starting joint, it is important to know which joint is the starting joint. Here is the rule. 1. The joint with lesser x value is the starting joint. 2. If x is equal, the joint with lesser y value is the starting joint. 3. If x and y are equal, the joint with lesser z value is the starting joint. Look at this example. Member 12 connects joints 9 and 6. 9's x-coordinate is lesser than that of 6, so, joint 9 is the starting joint of member 12. Member 13 connects joints 10 and 7. 7's x-coordinate is lesser than that of joint 10, so joint 7 is the starting joint of member 13. Member 10 connects joints 4 and 10. Their x coordinate is equal, but joint 4 is lesser in y coordinate, so, joint 4 is the starting joint of member 10. Finally, click at the Save button at the top, then, the red X button to close. We are done with number 2, geometry. The next step is number 3, loading.